All right, here we go. This is our first official off the record patron show. Yay!
Woo!
There we go. See what I got? It was my own fault. I asked for it.
That's right.
That's right. So Kate Blast jumped right into my diving into that. So he took it in full force. So all right, guys. So Memphis, we'll start with you. Get us started on the off the record show.
So, and kind of the idea is we didn't want to really bog down in the main show about this because really want people to get excited and everything else. And we're talking to the patrons now, right? So
yes,
the big thing I would want to say, and this kind of came up during the show, is we're really going to have to spread the word among our own people that to kind of silence the negative stuff and really help reach out to everybody has them in their area. Those great cashers that just won't, move past the 80s. And won't do anything technology and all that other stuff. We're going to have to try to help those people out. And look, try this new. Don't be negative all in the chat rooms or whatever, don't be negative when you're talking to people or at events. Try to help them out. If you get that crew on board, I think we're going to have a real test, because we got to have a better turnout than we've had with this virtual, right? We're not even going to we're almost in August. We don't even have half of those things published yet.
Yeah, it's just kind of weird that we don't have that many yet.
Well, we're all the ones talking about try something new, Ground Speed. Come on, try something new. And then like half of the stuff that they give to people didn't even work. So hopefully this is a wider audience and people really get out there and try it because I'm excited about it. The possibilities are crazy with this, right? But I would definitely also caution people as we work through. So one of the things we're going to be doing on the show, and I kind of hinted at it before, but I really wanted to say it for the patrons or whatever. We're going to be working on helping people really fill out that right side. What I mean by that is, you've published a traditional, you've published a mystery, maybe even a multi, but there's a bunch of other types. We're list people. Publish them all. There's somebody that can help you, and we're going to be that group that helps them do them all. Publish every single one of them, including this new type, and we'll help people do it. Where it goes, even Earth Cache, crap. If I can publish an Earth Cache, so can you.
If Memphis could get one,
I've done 7 and I don't like them. So really, and I hope as a group we get together because that's what's going to make the game more fun. Right now it's like 95% traditional. Try some different stuff. Be that advanced cache or whatever. But that's just my initial thoughts I wanted to say on that. And then I would also, as much as I'm dying to, I would encourage other people because I'm going to try my best not to just slam the crap, and I'm trying to watch my words, slam ground speak for how this thing is rolled out. Because they're trying something new, and just like we said earlier, when you try something new, it's not going to go off perfect. And as much as I want to choke people, because I like to be the first person to jump out with something new, right?
Sure.
But you got ones publishing in some areas, and then they're not in other areas, and and I think some of the reviewers didn't get all the information, so they're having trouble getting stuff done, and people are getting pissed. And
yes,
I really think, and I'll admit, I was the first one of them that wanted to flip over a table, right? But I'm trying to sit quietly and hope they work this out and everything else because those reviewers don't always get all the information early, and they get kind of blindsided too. So I'm going to try to be positive in the public about that. But man, am I pissed. I've been waiting since the first day, right? And I see all these popping up everywhere, and I've got 2 already sitting in the queue. Thursday, you're kidding me.
Yeah, both Memphis and I did on Thursday. And Brian and I talked a little bit about this beforehand. I know you were giving the positive note or positive affirmation to what Memphis was saying, but it's been frustrating. And at least my reviewer has kind of at least been talking back and forth with me, like,
and mine did email me too, so I got to give them credit for that.
Okay, good.
And I'm not getting on the reviewers for this.
No, I'm not either.
Those guys have a job that I wouldn't touch. There's no way. I'd go Muncie before I don't even Muncie.
Oh, wow.
Whatever game, I'd go play hopscotch before I would.
Oh my gosh,
that's not going to happen.
Tuttle, you're on mute, by the way. You're on your
Jesse, you're muted.
Good. I'm glad you didn't hear what I just said.
That's perfect.
That dirty. I'd go letterboxing first. I don't know.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Go ahead, Brian. I know
Yeah.
we'll give Brian because I know you kind of want to comment on that. I think.
No, I totally agree. You get involved. I think that honestly, and this is not tooting my own horn and not tooting you, Woodstock, but I think that we pushed Grounds.
Oh, absolutely.
To work a little bit faster than I think they were planning on doing it, because all of a sudden everybody's asking, how do I make one of these? What can I do? What does it take to make this happen? And that wasn't on purpose. I had no idea Groundspeak even had anything in the queue going on.
Mm-hmm.
We did this completely separate from them. And yeah, people are excited. People are excited. They want to make this happen. And Groundspeak had to make something happen. And it may not have been the greatest way, but I like the fact that they're doing something and trying as possible.
I personally applaud HQ for, stepping forward and being brave to take their massive ship and add this in, even if it wasn't what most people would say. What? I'm not on mute again. Okay.
I was like, oh, easy. We're still going to keep it clean.
He said S-H-I-P is Paul.
P. Just to be clear, we don't want that E rating, right? That's right.
Paul.
Ship. Massive.
Right, let me scroll these notes.
Massive,
so what are we at? Search,
massive boat.
Massive boat.
Search IV. No, I missed hike. I'm looking at your geocaching phonetic alphabet. So search hike IV puzzle ship.
There you go. Yeah, just to be clear. Yeah.
No, I was really jacked. To a buddy of mine in Europe messaged me and said, "Hey,
cool.
Reviewer just told me about this. Just went live today." And I was like, I haven't seen an announcement. I haven't heard. So I looked, and sure enough, you can make AR caches with these weird. And I'm like, it just seemed weird that there was no announcement.
Oh,
but
I know.
I applaud HQ for that step. I think they're jumping in at a phenomenal time. I've not said it elsewhere, but I'll say it to the Patreons here. We are now working on, because my team, we make coins and trackables, and we do it for everyone in the community. We are now working on the community's first augmented reality trackable. So when you look at the trackable through your phone, you get some augmented reality experiences.
I saw that. Were you showing? Was that what some of the stuff you were showing before?
No, that was actually this was the beta test that all the testers were using for months leading up to Woodstock.
Oh, okay, cool. Because I noticed that you were doing that
as one of the test caches.
Hey, Jesse.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Jesse.
Just Jesse, not Memphis Jesse.
Right.
You were playing with it, and I want to say something, but I had to start scribbling notes when you were doing that, right? Because I didn't want to get us squirrel. So you picked up your phone, showed it at that picture, and it showed a coin. Right? Is that how that worked? So let me ask you this. What is it that triggers that? Is it location or what?
No. So right here we have a target. And this target, and someone was asking in chat, and this is not something that I would share with anyone, but I will share with your patrons.
Oh,
this is the back end concept of how this works. So, and Brian brought a lot of ideas to my AR team, shared a lot. We were just so conscious of the data usage that would happen, and crashing people's phones from too much in this initial test. So we developed the idea of using a target defined by a black box. So now the web page that you're using that activated your camera is looking for a black box at this measurements, ratios.
Right.
Once it identifies something like that on screen,
oh, that's awesome.
It reads the black and white data within the box. It then analyzes that data and cross-matches it to other objects that it's transferred into memory, and then knows to display it. Wow. And it can track it.
That's so awesome.
Back it up so you see the whole.
Yeah.
So, Jesse, let me ask you a question.
That's awesome. Look at that.
If I had that picture in my house right now,
you can do the same thing.
That up to the screen. Oh gosh, we have to talk about something.
So let me do this. This will be fun.
I forgot Memphis didn't make it to Geo Woodstock. That's how the 10 AR caches worked at Geo Woodstock, was with 10 different black boxes like that with different stuff inside of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gary, you know what I'm thinking, don't you? With our big news that's coming up.
Yes.
We can't say yet.
Oh.
Don't say anything.
Okay. I get the. I think I know what you're talking about. The and Jesse Tuttle just sent us the.
Yeah, I'm about to pull it up.
Okay, but yeah, I can see.
Oh, I cannot show. Yeah, I wonder if I can grab a mirror real quick.
Here you go. Here's the picture.
Hold on. Yes, it is working on my phone. Put that back up there. Okay, both of you have it up. It is working on my phone. Let me get a mirror. You could see this. It's actually really crystal clear. Give me a moment.
Oh my gosh, I got so many ideas coming up. It's not even funny. My head's gonna explode with this.
No, but I know what you're thinking because one of the items.
Stop! Don't say it. We'll just say the patrons. This may play into something that's going to happen with our big announcement.
I'm going to do a screenshot and share it with you.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Do you want it on my screen, or does it matter?
No, I got it perfect right there. Okay, I'm cropping it, saving it, and all right.
Can you use the front camera?
Yes, I can. Actually, we coded in camera switching.
Oh, wow.
We thought of that. Let me wipe off my camera, probably.
No problem.
Fat man cheeks get things greasy and dirty.
Oh my God.
Let me see. I'm trying to get my camera into the screen. There you go. Now, move your camera so that it'll line up. Okay, let me back up a hair.
I see it, yeah.
You got to have the whole black.
Yeah, the whole black box has to be seen.
Wait, hang on. He's coming back.
Analyzing the data of it.
There we go.
Right there. Right there. I seen augmented reality happen.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Using the front-facing. By the way, so if anyone that used our platform at Woodstock, there was a button right here. You can toggle between the front and back camera that way.
Right. Wow.
Oh my gosh, there is some stuff that's going to happen. but I am sitting on my seat because I'm trying not to spoil the big announcement we had now. But patrons are going to hear it first anyway.
Yeah.
So there's something big coming up, and there's going to be so many fun things playing into it and really forward-thinking things playing into this. But
yep. It's going to be incredible.
So my big concern is, and I don't think they would go away from it. None of y'all think there's any chance that they would not have physical cash with them, right?
No. I'm going to chime in real quick before any speculations. Geocaching.com, from my understanding, actually holds patents on that concept of using geolocation-based games to find physical containers.
Okay.
So
they're going to stick with
that. I could be wrong. I will disclaimer I could be wrong in case someone wants to correct me on that. But from my understanding, that's what was shared with me previously.
Right.
Very cool. So do you think this will be its own icon? Because here's what I've got to throw out. Before, they haven't even done the challenge. They haven't finished the challenge thing yet. They never really told us, hey, that's not going to be its own icon, or it is. It's still under review. So now this is going to be kind of two mysteries under review.
Challenge.
Which one is more like? So the challenge caches.
Making challenge caches separate.
Yeah.
So do you think this means there's more or less of a chance that challenge caches are now going to be their own icon? I know. That's why I didn't ask you on the show, because this makes my head explode.
Yeah.
I think challenge caches have a better standing to be its own icon than AR does, because you've also got stuff like inner caches. You've got other
mob caches.
Mob caches, exactly. All these different things that are different types of mysteries, different types of ways of getting coordinates. I don't
gadget caches.
Yep.
Gadgets,
AR is becoming its own thing, but I would like to see challenges become their own thing. That's just me.
Yeah.
Me and I love the icons because we all try to get the different icons, right? So
Yeah,
I would like to see them both be, but
we haven't had new icon in forever.
Somebody brought this up in the chat room, and I didn't get to bring because it was scrolling so fast, right? People's heads are just going crazy with this stuff.
Yeah.
They brought up a good point. It would probably be, and I'm extrapolating a little bit from what they said, but it would probably be easier to make this a new icon to start from the very beginning and having a bunch of old challenges that are already into another type. Like this, because these are only experimental, but they could start brand new. So all the ones moving forward would be a brand new icon. So there wouldn't be any mixing or any of that other stuff. So that's hopeful, right?
Yep.
I'd be happy if, I'd be happy if they came with a new icon. That would be something huge.
The problem is,
surprised.
Yeah, I'm with Jesse. I don't think they care about adding new cache types. I really don't think
we as cachers do, and I think they do.
I know.
It's just a lot to take.
I think they do, but at the same time, I think that it would set the ground for the community to then say, well, what about this? What about this? What about this? And can we start getting types for gadgets, types for this? And then where does the line draw? That's what I personally see as someone that is typically on the edge of doing stuff that's not been done before. I see that would open the floodgate to it.
Well, somebody else in the chat room was talking about, can we do a Where I Go that incorporates an AR? You start getting into these mixing things, and then you start going, all right, well, which icon does this need to be under then? And it can get really ugly that way.
So I'm almost out of battery for my new toy that I'm playing with here. So I want to leave with two things in case I lose all the sound coming up.
Yep. Well, we need to wrap up too. We don't want to make it too long.
Yeah.
We'll do a whole new show, which we could do.
The question I'm going to throw out is, if they were to come out with a new icon for this as a trade-off for not getting it for challenges, would you be okay with that? And then, hold on, before you answer that, and that's a hard one. I would, but let's see what everybody else thinks. The other thing is, just for the patrons, besides the big announcement of the big thing we're doing coming up, we are also going to be hitting with patrons first and then the extended group. We're really going to be working on that coming out really soon. We'll release it to patrons about absolutely helping everybody fill out the cache types that they haven't published themselves.
Yeah.
So this is going to go dead before y'all finish answering, but
that's okay. So Brian, go ahead.
I personally see, again, more of a, I think that the challenge caches qualify better for having their own icon personally. And would it be a good trade-off? I'm worried about all the questions that then would come around, like Jesse was talking about. Well, why isn't there a night cache icon? Well, why isn't there an inner cache icon? Why isn't there a mob cache icon? I just so many different things that you can incorporate into AR. I don't necessarily want it to be its own standalone, unless, and this would be the only thing, if some way along the way, geocaching comes up with its own app that is exclusive. This is where you have to run the ARs from.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like a Where I Go, where the Where I Go is very specific, and you have to use their app for that. I don't see ARs going that route unless something like that were to happen. That's my.
Yeah, and I really actually. So Brian and I have not talked about this, but I feel exactly the same. Where that the only chance that this would have in getting its own icon is if Groundspeak launched an AR caching platform like Where I Go, where that now it would be its own icon type like Where I Go. Because if you notice, inner caching, anything else, they always group under that other category. So if I were to pick something to see get its own icon,
cache type,
a cache type, it would probably be challenges. And I'm not a challenge cacher, but I know that the community really wants that. And so if it came up to a vote, I don't do challenges. I'm not that person, but
I'm not either.
I would vote for it.
Yeah. No, I agree completely. All right. So Memphis, do you want to final thought on our Out of Bounds patron show?
I'd like to hear from the patrons as they start diving into this. Just shoot us an email. Yeah, everybody too, but we'll get to that point, right? But we want to hit the intergroup first, just so we can sort through some of the let us know if you've got one published, if you're trying to get one published, if you've done one, please shoot us an email, geocachetalk@gmail.com. I really want to hear people's responses to this. And there is that survey on there, but I don't think we'll get that information for a long time. So we'll do our own survey, right? Send in your information. Let us know what you're thinking about it. I mean, it could be 9 months or a year before we get the survey information from them, right?
Yes.
We want to know it now. We want to jump the gun and have it now. So send it off.
Send it to us. So, all right. We wrap up our Patron show. Guys, thanks again. Brian and Jesse, again, thank you so much for jumping on for a whole new show, a whole nother show tonight. So you guys are troopers to stick in there with us.
But
yep. So thanks again. And we'll see you guys down the road. I think we definitely are gonna have to do another AR show. Hopefully you guys are up for doing another one. Maybe toward the end of this 3-month period, we might be able to regroup the 4 of us and kind of review maybe where we're at.
And after you stop the recording, Jesse, stay for 1 second. I got to ask you a question.
Yep. All right. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it.